Mary Bell, Fu Chofui murder. Mary Bell, the chilling tale of a child killer and her path to freedom. The name Mary Bell is indelibly etched into the annals of British criminal history, synonymous with one of the most disturbing cases involving a child perpetrator. Born on May 26, 1957 in Newcastle upon Tyne, England, Mary Flora Bell's early life was marred by neglect and abuse, factors that would shape her into one of the youngest and most notorious killers in the United Kingdom. Mary Bell's childhood was a tumultuous one. Her mother, Betty, was a prostitute who allegedly attempted to kill Mary multiple times during her early years. Mary's father figure was often absent, and the environment she grew up in was fraught with instability and violence. These early experiences are believed to have played a significant role in her subsequent criminal behavior. On May 25, 1968, the day before her 11th birthday, Mary committed her first murder. Martin Brown, a 4-year-old boy, was found dead in an abandoned house in Scotswood, a deprived area of Newcastle. Initially, his death was attributed to an accident, as there were no obvious signs of foul play. However, the truth would soon come to light in a chilling manner. Mary Bell, the second child. Killing 2 months later, on July 31, 1968, Mary, accompanied by her friend Norma Bell, no relation, struck again. This time, the victim was 3-year-old Brian Howe. The two girls lured Brian to a wasteland, where Mary strangled him and inflicted various post-mortem injuries, including carving an M into his abdomen with a pair of scissors. Unlike Martin Brown's case, the signs of violence on Brian Howe's body were unmistakable. The police investigation soon focused on Mary and Norma due to their odd behavior and inconsistent statements. Mary, in particular, exhibited disturbing signs of a lack of remorse and an unnerving fascination with the murders. During interrogations, Mary's statements and knowledge about the crimes, which had not been publicly disclosed, raised significant suspicion. In December 1968, both girls were charged with the murders of Martin Brown and Brian Howe. During the trial, the court heard evidence of Mary's troubled upbringing and psychological issues. While Norma was acquitted on grounds of diminished responsibility, Mary was convicted of manslaughter on the grounds of diminished responsibility due to her mental state. The judge described her as a dangerous individual suffering from a severe personality disorder and sentenced her to indefinite detention. Mary Bell spent the next 12 years in various institutions, including a high-security prison for young offenders. Her behavior was closely monitored, and she received extensive psychological treatment. In 1980, at the age of 23, Mary was released from prison on license, having served nearly half of her life in custody. Upon her release, Mary Bell was granted anonymity to protect her from public scrutiny and potential vigilante attacks. She was given a new identity and began a life under the radar. In 1984, she gave birth to a daughter who was unaware of her mother's true identity until the press exposed her story in 1998. Despite attempts to live a normal life, Mary Bell's story periodically resurfaced in the media, raising ethical questions about the right to privacy for reformed criminals. In 2003, a legal precedent was set when Mary Bell was granted lifelong anonymity for both herself and her daughter. Mary Bell's case remains one of the most unsettling in British criminal history, not only due to the brutal nature of her crimes but also because of her age and the complex psychological factors involved. Her journey from a child killer to a free adult underlines the challenges of balancing justice, rehabilitation, and the right to a second chance.